Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. 3 weeks ago today, we witnessed the death of a channel. A channel that, on its surface, seemed rather peculiar. And yet, well over 4 million subscribers mourned its loss. On November 13th, 2020, the world lost Unus Annus at its prime. It left us with an important message that sticks with us beyond the grave and into eternity. Memento Mori. Did you enjoy that little over-dramatic eulogy? Because I sure did, and I sure enjoyed making it, so there you go. Hello, it is me once again. I am back from the dead? Maybe? Possibly? Who knows? Oh, you heard my leg crack. I'm definitely back from the dead. My bones are getting used to things again. Hello, welcome. My name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel. It is good to see you again. It's been a month. It'll probably be over a month by the time I put this video up. I've been filming videos. I just haven't liked how they turned out. So, I'm hoping that this video, if you're seeing it, it's obviously gonna, work out. But for me, I've been filming videos and not liking how they're turning out. I'm experimenting with things, so it's just like, you never know what's gonna happen. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're gonna be talking about a dead YouTube channel. A dead YouTube channel that many people grew to love. And as you can tell, it was Unus Annus. For those of you who may or may not know, Unus Annus was a channel created by Markiplier and CrankGamePlays, aka Mark Fishbach and Ethan Nestor, in November 15th? Yeah, November 15th, 2019. The goal of this channel was pretty simple. It's in the title of the channel. It is a channel that's supposed to be up for 1 year, and then it will be deleted, and it was. It was really interesting. I remember when the video first went up back in November of 2019, and the video was like on #1 on trending. It got like 1 million views within, I don't know. I want to say the first month. I can't really remember because I don't see it anymore, but I'm pretty sure that it got like 1 million views within the first month. It was a big deal, and I will say it was very fascinating, very cool to see that happening. And the concept itself, amazing. It's not something that, as far as I'm aware, other YouTube channels have created prior. I'm pretty sure no one did make a channel just so it could be deleted later. So it was made shortly, like maybe a month or two off the heels of Heist with Markiplier. So Mark and Ethan Nestor, Mark and Ethan decided to go in together. I don't know exactly around which time they decided to do this, but they decided to create this channel together. I'm pretty sure to be just one, spark creativity, and two, do some really interesting things together. So there's that, in case you didn't watch it. So what exactly was Unus Annus? Some of you may or may not be wondering. That is, it's a little hard to pinpoint what kind of stuff Unus Annus decided to make. So I decided to put together this little reel of some of my favorite videos that I think perfectly describe just the kind of vibe you would get if you watched Unus Annus. And some of you who know this, you'll recognize these clips and be like, ah, yes, the dance of Italy. Oh, so without further ado, let's put these up right now.
It's time to talk.
You be slinging with the fishes. You'll be slinging with the goddamn fishes.
I can barely see your nose anymore, Rudolph. Your nose ain't shining so bright anymore. Can you get this?
I am so close. I almost had it clip the edge of the thing. I swear to God.
Man! Wow.
My magical powers have worked.
It really happened. I feel
really
so
happened.
different. I feel powerful.
Well, are you ready to take a dip?
Well, let me get accustomed to it first.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How am I going to turn into a fish?
It's your magic.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
don't know how to do it to me. Where'd my dip go?
It's still there.
Do the dance of Italy.
The dance of Italy. Oh, whoa, whoa. It's the dance of Italy. Oh, whoa, whoa. It's the dance of Italy. Oh, whoa, whoa. It's the dance of Italy. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What happened?
Then we cram this thing in its gob. Get it in there. Yeah, and then we just. You're gonna get it now, bro. Shuck this back in you. Shake it vigorously.
Confident in you. How confident are you in your ability to tell me whether I'm telling you two truths in one lie?
You know, I'm so excited.
Get to know you over the next year. Be excited.
You're kidding me. Let me in. Well, I got to the store, right?
Uh-huh.
And I said, hey, I just called over the phone. I have a large inner tube in my car. Can you blow it up? And he said, how big? I said, this big. He said, okay. And then they finally blowed it up. And I said, wow, this is so great. And I ran back to the car and I opened up the trunk. I had to deflate it. Because it wouldn't fit in the car. Are we making again?
Ooh, hash! We're trying to impress Martha Mayhew. Listen, this is the kind of things that sets me apart from the other Who's. In Whoville, like Scuzzo over here.
Scuzzo.
Yeah, that'd be your Who name, you stupid.
Kind of look like where's the assistant?
Careful.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No, not that dude. Oh,
And I do seem like the mayor. I have big mayor energy. This is my big night. Martha's ignored me for so long, but I will get her attention. I will get her attention. Don't tell Amy. Don't tell Amy but Martha.
Yeah, that's my only explanation of what this channel will be, and I think that's probably the perfect way to describe Unus Annus in these several clips I just showed. So, I don't know. I don't know if you feel like you missed something, or you just were like, interesting way you spend your time, Amber. Yes, interesting way I spend my time. So it wouldn't be a Markiplier project plus CrankGamePlays. But a lot of people know Markiplier to make a lot of projects with lore, such as Who Killed Markiplier, Damien, Warstash, things of that sort. So a lot of people, and I don't know if it was just because they knew who Markiplier was, know who Markiplier is when he makes his own projects, but there was a lot of talk of lore. Now, was there actually lore? According to Mark and Ethan, whether this may or may not have been a joke, they said no, there technically is no lore. But wait a minute. There technically also is lore. There's a lot of things such as codes, runes, things of that sort, things that are thrown in, and people analyze this. There is still a Discord channel called the Lore Hunters Discord channel for Unus Annus, and they went over a lot of the stuff that was going on in these YouTube videos, and people were cracking codes and analyzing certain scenes and, you know, whatever little tidbits they could catch or crazy people would catch in like certain things. It was interesting. It was fascinating. It's still fascinating. I was in there for like 5 minutes, looked through it and went, oh wow, this is something. This is an interesting little group y'all got. And then I promptly left because I had nothing to add. But good on y'all. I loved you. You guys were great. And then of course, Game Theory made a video, I think like within the last 13 days of their channel being up. That was interesting. And I remember, I think promptly right after that, they made the Truth About Unus Annus video. And that like sent the fandom into a complete tizzy. It really did. It was a very well shot video, it really like slapped you in the face with reality and you were like, whoa. Whoa indeed. It was right after the Ethan kidnaps Mark video where they take him to I think it was like a house they rented or something of that sort. It was really cool. But in general, the lore, I believe, was that, if I remember Game Theory right, the thing about Unus Annus is that Unus and Annus were separate characters. Unus being Ethan, and Annus being Markiplier. Markiplier is his name, Mark. And of course they'd wear their respective suits, black and white. Mark and Ethan, or Unus and Annus, know that they were destined to die at the end of this 1 year. But somehow they kept dying in like certain different videos. So it was like keeping in brand playfully with the theme of Memento Mori, remember the death, or remember you will die. And it was like the editors kept putting in little text saying like, where will you be at the end, or he's watching, or something along those lines. I didn't really pay too much attention to that. I did think it was interesting. I was one of those people on Twitter who was like, there was lore? Because, I mean, I was just there for the videos. I wasn't paying too much serious attention to all of that. I was thankful that there were, because that was genuinely interesting. I think Game Theory's video is still up. I don't know. But you can still go on the Discord. So take that as you will. Do with that as you will. But in general, it didn't really matter what lore there was, because at the end they were deleting the channel anyway. One thing about lore that I really appreciated, it wasn't necessarily lore, but it was kind of a storyline arc for the lore for Unus Annus. It was interesting. Campus Annus, oh my god, I lost my mind. I actually wanted to write a novel based off of it, and I still might, because it's just an interesting concept. So, you know, remember death. Unus and Annus are camp counselors, and they have this whole wacky thing of like, you know, the buddy system and, you know, bears and all of this stuff, and they had like digging yourself a grave little segment, and they were like, oh, we have another dead camper, why don't we just eat him? It was really fun. I'm glad they did that, and I really appreciated hunting He-Who. Oh my god. Feral Mark is top fave. And Melon Man Ethan, fantastic. I fucking love Melon Man Ethan. I can't help myself. It's too funny. I just love my local cryptids. They're not local. They're far from local. So, and I remember there were so many people who were thinking, oh, they're not gonna actually delete the channel. They're going to do all of the things and then at the last minute be like, haha, we were joking. And I was like, that would really defeat the purpose of Unus Annus, no matter how much you love Unus Annus. And I loved Unus Annus. It was my, in 2019, before the pandemic, it was one of the things that I really fell in love with. It was a really fun thing because I loved seeing Mark and Ethan just, you know, hang out together. But in 2020, it really was something that I was looking forward to every day at like 3 o'clock. So to have that ripped away from me, it was like, I have no more content left. That's not true. I have plenty of content left, but it was devastating. So what is the message? What was the message, I think, is a better question, of Unus Annus? It's simply this. It's Memento Mori, as I said before. Remember that you will die, or remember the death, or however you want to translate it. And I know that there were some people out there who were, there was like 1 or 2 tweets I saw who said, that's just so cringy, like, remember, live every day like you pretend that you're knowing that you will die. And I'm like, no. Live life knowing that you have done everything you wanted to do, but also don't forget that you will one day, you are running out of time. You don't have infinite time. So I think that's different than saying, remember that you, live every day like you're about, this is your last day. Cause that's I like the fact that it's like, do the things you want to do with the people who you want to be with, and do that. Maybe or may not be the easiest thing for some people to hear, but I think it's a good thing for a channel to say, to promote. And some people were like, well, I mean, look at the videos that they're putting up. I mean, it's not necessarily in line with that. And I'm like, yes and no. The message of Unus Annus did not necessarily have to come from the content they put up. If you are a communication student, or you graduated from communication, you know, or you had it beaten into you, the saying, the medium is the message. And that's from Marshall McLuhan. The medium is the message, meaning whatever medium you use, such as the channel, and it was up for an entire year, and then it was actually deleted, that sincerely pushed home that message. Because because a lot of people were like, well, this is not going to be around forever. I'm going to watch this over and over, which I did. I had a lot of videos I watched over and over again. I'm going to maybe take some screenshots, make some memes, do a compilation thing, you know. Understand that what I see on this channel, that this channel itself will not exist after November 13th of 2020. And it's like, yeah, I'd say this message was pretty well portrayed, because let me tell you, it was an emotional roller coaster. It's something a channel has never done to me in my entire life. And it was fantastic. It was devastating. It was, there's so many good and somewhat negative emotions I could put with this, but all in all I could say is good job. Honest to God, good job. I enjoyed every single second. Maybe not every single video, but I enjoyed every single second that I got to experience this channel. So, as every person who followed Unus Annus knows, they had a 12-hour live stream. They had just a stream of limes. They had a 12-hour live stream from 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to midnight Pacific Standard Time. For me, that was 3 p.m. EST to 3 a.m. EST, and I'm not used to staying up that late anymore. That was me in college. Can't do it now. Can barely stay up past midnight. And the first like 11 hours were just pretty chill. I was still sort of in denial when I was watching this. Like I knew logically after this it's over. It didn't hit until maybe the last half hour. Not just because they were saying over and over again, oh my God, you know, we have half an hour left. They're watching the clock. They're doing this. It was just, I felt the sense of urgency finally. That I was like, oh my God, this is it. It's like when you finally realize you're about to die. I don't know how that is. I've never been about to die. I've almost drowned before, but that's a different story. But it was so tangible, and it just, I kind of went numb. And then at the last second, you know, when these stinkers press the delete button, which that is such a surreal experience to watch on live. And it took like a minute for the channel to actually be deleted because I had to like reload it over and over again. You just feel like a sense of emptiness. And I remember just going to bed and staring at the ceiling. And the next day was hard because I was so tired. And then 12 hours later, I burst out crying. Burst out crying because I was like, it's gone. All of it's gone. All of it is gone. I was very thankful that a lot of the compilations and stuff could stay up, and the animatics and all the other like fan art kind of things to remind us, you know, it existed. And of course I have a lot of the merchandise. I still have the Halloween bones, like the skeleton t-shirt, the sweatshirt, and the end hoodie with like the numbers on the sides coming soon. I have the Camp Unus Annus stuff. I think it's worth stating that the live stream sincerely like hit, and it hit hard. It hit hard. I would say the aftermath of Unus Annus was astounding, and I think we'll be feeling a lot of that in years to come, maybe. I'm hoping so. I'm not sure if there's people who've been announcing that they were going to do something similar to what Unus Annus was. The closest I could find was like there's this Twitter user who is planning on doing an 898 Pokemon facts, one per day until they've reached all 898, and then they need to delete their Twitter, which was like neat. I'm not a Pokemon fan, but good for you. But I think a lot of people saw its success, and even I felt creatively compelled by it. I even for like a brief second was like, what if I did something like that? I'm like, I could barely upload once a month. What do you think I could do in once a day? Maybe one day I'll do something similar or something along those lines, but it was such a cool idea, and I'm very glad someone did it, and I'm very glad that they went through with it all the way, and that they actually deleted the channel, and that they're gonna do more in the future. I swear to God, when the fucking live stream ended, it felt like they both died. They didn't die. They're not dead. They're still alive. They're still doing their stuff. They still hang out. Whether they upload videos of them hanging out together or not is none of my business. But I do watch them both. I've been watching Mark since forever, and I've been watching Ethan recently because, you know, I knew he existed. I just didn't really know much about him. But I think he's a really neat dude, and I'm really excited to see what he does in the future too. So, I don't know. It's really hard to say just how much of an impact it did on me. I don't know how much of an impact it did on people creatively, but I know, you know, there were a lot of people who like lost their mind when it ended, and they cried and expressed their feelings, and I don't know how long people will hold on to it. I hope to hold on to it for a long time, because it was devastating. I even made a video right after, like 2 days after. I didn't post it because it was just very ranty, and I cried once, and like my makeup was horrible, and I was all over the place. So I figured this video deserved a bit of structure, a bit of love put into it, because, you know, Mark and Ethan made something that, and Amy and Evan and every other editor and guest and whatnot they're all into the show, and I really appreciated that. And yeah, those are my thoughts on Unus Annus Postmortem. This video is technically my eulogy to the death. I wish I could have made one sooner. I've been busy with a lot of things. As you probably well know, I'm a busy person. I got other things. I've got hobbies. I have a job. And some days it's just not been great for me mentally. So as I say over and over, I've tried filming videos and I just didn't like how they were turning out. I am a quality over quantity person. Also, I do want to thank all 200 of you who are here now. I literally blown away that I've gained subscribers while I was gone, which is amazing. So thank you, all 200 of you, for sticking around, for being here, for liking my videos, for watching my videos. I hope some of you are actually watching this one because I put a lot of effort into it. And I hope to have more up soon. I have one on David Firth, and if you know who David Firth is, you better get excited because I'm real stoked. Hint, it's not going to be salad fingers. So many people have talked about salad fingers. I don't feel like I need to talk about salad fingers, but there's a series I do want to talk about. A video within certain series that I want to talk about that I think people might be interested in. So look forward to that. And yeah, that's it. That's Unus Annus. And yeah. So I hope y'all are well. I hope you guys are staying hydrated. I hope you guys are staying away from COVID, wearing your mask, etc., etc. I hope you didn't go out for Thanksgiving. I hope you didn't do Black Friday outside. All I have to say is Memento Mori, Memento Vivere. And I will see you guys soon. Bye! Oh, and thank you, Mark and Ethan. I think I said this, but thank you so much for your time on Unus Annus. I really appreciated it. Bye!